Welcome to Tasting the Tri-State. We're dining all over, discovering exciting local cuisine, sampling new creations, and learning what makes your favorite dishes so special. Just wait till you see what we're cooking up this week on
Tasting the Tri-State.
We're in Henderson, Kentucky at a great restaurant, Hometown Roots. Casey Todd, this has been one of those restaurants that everybody has said, Lori, have you gone down to Hometown Roots yet? And so we're so excited to be here today.
Yeah, appreciate that.
So what is the theme of Hometown Roots menu?
We like to call ourselves, Southern comfort food. We like to take dishes that people recognize and then put a little culinary twist to them. And then, we're in Kentucky. What's Kentucky all about?
Bourbon.
It's horses and bourbon.
Bourbon?
Bourbon.
Great restaurant.
Yep.
Great concept. Thanks for bringing it here.
Yeah, appreciate that.
We're going back in the kitchen. What do you think we're going to make?
Well, we're going to have a lot of fun back there. We're going to talk about the pimento cheese fritters.
Yes.
Yeah, those are to
Thank
die
you.
for, right? We're also going to do our famous hot brown.
Right.
Which is going to be very nice, and our shrimp and grits.
Oh, I've heard about that.
And then we'll go something a little bit healthier. We're going to do a chicken finger salad too. So.
That sounds awesome.
Yep.
Hometown Roots, Henderson, Kentucky. Stay tuned. Tasting the Tri-State. We'll be right back.
Tasting the Tri-State is brought to you by IBEW Local 16.
IBEW Local 16 is again a proud sponsor of Ritzy's Fantasy of Lights.
These faces, these kids, this is why IBEW Local 16 has such a heart for Ritzy's Fantasy of Lights. All the proceeds come right here to help us change lives for local kids and adults with disabilities. So please visit this year's display at Garvin Park. Everyone at the Easter Seals Rehabilitation Center thanks you and IBEW Local 16.
Have you seen a building being built? Have you seen scaffolding? Chances are they're a part of Carpenters Local 224. That's what we do. Carpenters build or renovate everything from commercial buildings, schools, churches, and more. To be a professional carpenter is to be a part of the most respected trade in the world. It's what we do. Carpenters Local 224 are a highly skilled, drug-free workforce. Go to ikorcc.com and get information on filling out an application today. Carpenters Local 224.
Hi, I'm Mike Libbs. Welcome to the Chocolate Factory. Come on. Pecan flipovers, don't call them turtles. Christmas candy, assorted creams, variety packs. Find everything you need. Ho, ho, ho. Everyone is a special customer at Mike Libbs Chocolate Factory. Come see me here at the Chocolate Factory.
The pie pan is an Evansville tradition. Come in for our classics like meatloaf and pork chops, and new items like the smoky burger. Enjoy lunch or dinner at the pie pan today.
I'm Don Decker of Mills Body Shop. Mills has been locally owned and operated for nearly 50 years now. My brother and I were raised in Evansville. We live here and have raised our children and grandchildren here. We are your friends and neighbors. Every day we can be found at our shops, making sure that your repairs are done correctly and efficiently. Our team of professionals are highly trained and certified in new vehicle repairs. Our number one priority is your family's safety in your repaired vehicle. When the need arises, trust the largest locally owned, independent, gold-class body shop in the Tri-State area. Trust Mills Body Shop.
This is overwhelming. Payroll, bookkeeping, confusing invoices, and who understands QuickBooks? 4th Street Accounting Solutions, that's who. I should have called long ago.
It's time to call 4th Street Accounting Solutions.
Hometown Roots in the kitchen with Casey. Thanks so much for doing this.
Yes, thanks for coming. We love to have you guys.
I can't wait to see what Hometown Roots is all about.
Getting back to my roots, coming back home is really where the name came from.
This is his hometown, where his roots started, and he's bringing all this world of experience back here to Henderson. And we're going to start with some signature dishes.
Oh yeah, a couple of our signature dishes. So one is kind of our take on a hot brown. It's more of a Kentucky hot brown. I know the hot brown was originated in Kentucky, but we do a little bit of even of a different twist, more of a Kentucky twist to it. Then our next one's going to be a shrimp and grits. So it's a tasso ham shrimp and grits that is to die for. So
love it.
Yep. So
all
I'm
right,
very excited about that.
We'll start with our...
We'll make the grits. The grits is a little bit of a process. We'll get it started and then we'll start working on the hot brown. So,
sounds great.
All right. They are a white cheddar and sharp cheddar cheese grit off a little bit of chicken stock. Also a little bit of white pepper with lots of heavy cream that adds to the creaminess of the grits.
I am not from a grit-eaten section of the country. New Jersey doesn't have a whole lot of grits going on, but Kentucky does. I'm a northerner,
Right.
so I haven't had too many grit-eating occasions.
I understand.
But I'm really excited about this.
So there's a few different grits. Our style is a little bit different. We're more of a dense grit and full of flavor. The southern cuisine is what I enjoy to cook. I lived in the South Carolina, the low country area, so that was kind of a southern low country cuisine as well, and that's just what I enjoy. That's what I enjoy cooking. That's what my family cooked, that's what my grandparents, my parents. And so that's what I was raised on, that's all I really knew. But I knew that there were ways that you could enhance those flavors and create a better quality by using a quality ingredient, a local ingredient. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna push this to the back burner.
Right.
We're gonna let it keep going until it comes to a rapid boil, and then we'll add the grits to that, and we'll start kind of assembling the hot brown now.
Signature dish almost maybe of Kentucky, the hot brown. But here, the hot brown is a little bit different.
Over here, I've kind of got the Mornay already started.
Mornay's is fancy for cheese sauce, and it's good.
We use a little bit of a roux.
Right.
We then add cream to it, and then as soon as the cream gets to a nice boil and kind of thickens, we then add cheese to it. So we add a little bit of smoked Gouda cheese to the Mornay.
He loves smoked Gouda. It's just a delicious, creamy, bitey cheese. We use it in a lot of this stuff.
And then we also use country ham rather than regular ham on that, so we use a smoked turkey. We take a smoked turkey breast, we shave it in-house.
You do?
Yes, that's the key. Our next one, instead of a sweet ham, we use a Clifty Farms country ham. That's a Kentucky Proud product.
Freshly shaved meats, they go on the flat top.
We want to try to get a nice little sear on our turkey and our ham. Also, our cream's starting to...
Yeah, I think we're ready.
Yep, I think we are. So we'll take our grits. It's a nice ground grit there. If you notice, it's got a lot of white corn in it.
Yes.
Very quality grit there as well. It's a Kentucky Proud product as well. They'll naturally thicken up. As they start to thicken up, we'll add some cheese to it. But
how long does that take?
Maybe 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay, good.
So yeah, we'll go ahead and take our meat. We'll go ahead and flip it.
Okay.
Like I said, we want a nice little sear on it. And so we'll toast the bread. We'll assemble everything on top of it.
Oh, look at that.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful golden brown bread.
Nice and golden brown. So we take the Texas toast and we add the turkey.
Right?
We add the country
yum.
ham.
That country ham makes it. And we're building this big mountain covered with cheese.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
It is.
Top it with the tomato, applewood smoked bacon, more smoked Gouda cheese, and then finish it off in the oven.
What a dish. Okay, so the hot brown's in the oven. We're on to shrimp and grits.
We're on to shrimp and grits. Like I said, it's one of my favorite dishes. I've seen it done 1,000 different ways, so we've kind of done a little bit different take on it, but we have a lot of fun with it. So.
Oh yeah. So how many, all those shrimp go into the shrimp
Yeah,
and grits
so we got
for
about
one
a
order?
third of a pound of shrimp. We use Gulf shrimp, we saute those shrimp. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna add our cheese to our grits. Once again, add to that creaminess, right?
Yes, it's great.
Oh yeah. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna add our tasso ham gravy. So a tasso ham is not truly a ham, it's actually a pork shoulder. We use Chef Paul Perdone's tasso ham out of New Orleans. Yeah, look at all the seasoning on there, It's wild. We use that, dice it up with a heavy cream, a little bit of cooking sherry, a little bit of chicken stock, and creates a rich and fully flavorful gravy. I wish we had the opportunity to show you guys how to make this. It's kind of top secret though.
I can see the chunks of the ham
Oh yeah.
in that as it's
And that's where the
warming
flavor's
up.
at. So that's ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the heat off on that.
Yep.
And then pour the gravy over top of the grits. Garnish it with a little bit of scallions and red tomatoes.
Oh, yum.
That's our shrimp and grits.
That is fantastic. In Henderson, Kentucky.
That's right.
Henderson's really growing as a culinary spot in the tri-state, and Hometown Roots is like leading the pack. So when we get back from break,
Yep.
what are we gonna do?
So we are going to, we're gonna assemble some of our famous pimento cheese fritters.
Oh,
Yep.
we'll be right back.
The pie pan is an Evansville tradition. Start your day with chicken and waffles, breakfast bowls, stuffed French toast, and more. Come on into the pie pan today.
At Caressel Heating and Air, our professionals prioritize the safety of your HVAC system. We make sure it's running efficiently and affordably to help you save on energy bills. Caressel ensures your peace of mind. Call today and live comfortably with Caressel. Brian, whatever it takes.
The restaurant world is a fast-paced environment, and maintaining your appearance in a busy atmosphere is very important because it tells who you are. That's why Cytex has been keeping tri-state businesses looking their best since 1961. From customized uniforms and apparel to a wide array of tablecloths and napkins, let Cytex take care of your image so you can focus on what matters most, your customers' dining experience.
Hey, Charles Self. How's it going?
Hey, Casey. Good. How you doing?
All right, you know what time it is?
I sure do. It's insurance renewal time.
So I don't have to wait to switch?
No, you can switch anytime you want.
Awesome. I've saved thousands personally and professionally with self-insurance.
So do yourself a favor and call Self Insurance Services today at 490-RATE or visit us at savewithself.com.
Since 1952, Farm Boy has been the better choice for families in the tri-state when it comes time to get together and make life special. Farm Boy Meats in the Farm Boy Food Mart on North Kentucky has the most delicious array of frozen meat, steaks, sausage, pizza, burgers, and more. Farm Boy has over 5,000 items and growing. Farm Boy Meats can be found in fine stores and restaurants all over the tri-state, or stop by the Food Mart at 2771 North Kentucky in Evansville. Farm Boy Meats, just a little better.
Laborers Local 561 brings powerful change to the tri-state. It's the power of a drug-free workforce taking pride in their craft.
The power of highly skilled professionals pouring concrete, installing pipelines, and preparing strong foundations for building.
The power of upholding the highest safety standards so owners can be confident their job is done correctly.
Laborers Local 561 empowers us by ensuring we receive the best training for our trade.
Laborers Local 561. Feel the power.
Of all the parts of your car, when it comes to safety, few are more important than your brakes.
So trust them to AMCO, because we don't just work on the most complicated part of your car, transmission. We can fix and replace your brakes too.
AA MCO.
At Caressel Heating and Air, our professionals prioritize the safety of your HVAC system. We make sure it's running efficiently and affordably to help you save on energy bills. Caressel ensures your peace of mind. Call today and live comfortably with Caressel. Brian, whatever it takes.
We're back, hometown roots in Henderson, Kentucky with two words, pimento cheese.
That's right.
How Kentucky Southern love is pimento cheese?
Well, we put a little more of a twist to it when we deep fry it. So I guess you could say it could get a little more Southern.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yep.
Everyone said you gotta have the pimento cheese fritters.
Those were probably the most fun we had when creating the menu. I really challenged our staff. I really wanted to take pimento cheese to a whole new level. Pimento cheese is probably the most Southern thing you possibly could.
Yes.
So I challenged them. I said, listen, let's deep fry the pimento cheese.
And how can you do that without it blowing out in the fryer?
Well, that
right?
was the challenge.
I imagine.
And it took a whole lot of practice and a whole lot of research. But we've got it about mastered by now. We use a 4-cheese blend of white cheddar, sharp cheddar, a smoked Gouda, and a cream cheese. Actually no mayo because of the consistency. We wanted a little bit more of a dense pimento cheese to deep fry. And so we do that with a little bit of smoked red peppers and then 4 or 5 different spices. So it's actually not a pimento pepper. Normally pimento cheese has pimentos. We like to use the red roasted pepper.
I think
that it has a little more flavor, a touch more spice, and it's also got a little bit of a sweetness to it.
So after tons of trial and error, they found that freezing the cheese balls gets the breading on better and it fries better. How many come to an order?
We get 5 per order.
So after they freeze the balls of pimento cheese, then they take them out, they put them in a series of breading.
You want to get a full cover of that cornmeal and flour. It's very, very important there. So you take that, put it into the egg and buttermilk wash.
Yes.
And then into some panko breadcrumbs, and then drop them into the fryer, top them off with the famous red pepper bacon marmalade. This takes it to the next level.
What is in this? Bacon?
So it is red roasted peppers, bacon, onions, sugar, a little bit of apple cider vinegar, some spices, and it's cooked down until it's just straight caramelized goodness. It's truly amazing. So we take that, put a little bit on each one.
Oh, it's freshly made, delicious bacon marmalade on top of these. What a bite of food. That is such a neat touch.
That's our pimento cheese fritters.
Tasting table.
Yep.
Delicious.
Can't wait, right?
So what are we making next?
Next, we're gonna do a fried chicken finger salad. We use all fresh greens, fresh products on that salad.
It's a mountain of a combination of romaine and iceberg lettuce that is piled up high. Then he takes cucumbers, tomatoes.
When it's in season, middle of summertime, we're gonna be using stuff from the farmer's market.
Oh, yes.
As many local farmers as we possibly can. And so we load it up.
He puts on some egg, he puts on some bacon, he puts tons of things into this bowl, but the most interesting part of the salad is the fried black-eyed peas.
Here, try one of those.
Deep fried.
Yeah, nice and crispy. Adds a nice little crunch to it, right?
That's delicious.
Interesting, huh? But what's more southern than a black-eyed pea?
Nothing, nothing.
Unless you want to deep fry it.
Especially with your delicious southern fried chicken.
That's right. The chicken fingers, we do the same process as we do on the fried chicken. So basically we brine our fried chicken in buttermilk and sweet tea. The sweet tea adds a nice sweetness to the chicken. The buttermilk kind of adds that creaminess to it. We then use Colonel Jim's breader, which is locally made here in Henderson, Kentucky, distributed all across the United States, but made here in Henderson, Kentucky, which is really cool. That's it.
That's beautiful.
Chicken finger salad.
And then, what kind of dressing do you want? All of it's homemade. Can't wait to take this and everything we made and more to the tasting table.
Yep, that's right.
Hometown Roots, what a restaurant. Be right back.
We at McMahon Exterminating think it's important to do our due diligence for community service. We feel that the Ritzy Fantasy of Lights is a wonderful opportunity for people to visit Garvin Park, to see all the different displays that are put out by companies and individuals that feel that Easter seals is important to our community.
ProMark is a family-owned and operated business that's been around since 1976, serving the tri-state. My family, Tom and Lisa Slade, my sister Emily Slade Manzo, and I look forward to continuing that tradition of providing the tools necessary so that you can put your name where it counts. Our values, dedication, and staff are committed to you and your business to ensure that you receive the top-notch service that you deserve. We are ProMark, a Slade print company. 4 family members, 1 mission.
The Ho Ho Holiday Countdown Sale is here at Town Square Furniture in Boonville. 50% off lamps and accessories. Save huge on reclining sofas, bar stools, bedding, and buy one get one free leather recliners. Town Square Furniture is your first stop shop. Buy a forever gift this holiday season at Greer's Flooring America. Granite countertops installed from $49 a square foot. Save hundreds on in-stock remnants. Purchase now and install after the holidays. Greer's Flooring America, North Green River Road, Evansville, where friends send friends.
King Frost Insulators, Local 37, yeah. They insulate the USA and the train to know just how. Industrial insulation, insulators got it down. Use the ones that know the job. They keep it green and never stop. Best at what they do in this town. They're the insulators.
Hi, I'm Mike Libbs. Welcome to the Chocolate Factory. Come on. Pecan flip-overs, don't call them turtles. Christmas candy, assorted creams, variety packs. Find everything you need. Ho, ho, ho. Everyone is a special customer at Mike Libbs Chocolate Factory. Come see me here at the Chocolate Factory.
Charles Self is your local insurance matchmaker. Save time and get the best price around for insurance. Let Self Insurance match you with national top-rated insurance companies and really know what your policy covers. Find your perfect match today. Call Self Insurance Services.
Sports conditioning, tennis, swim lessons, yoga workshops, kids club, and even date night for you. Tri-State Athletic Club has your family covered. Let our experienced staff provide the building blocks for success in health and athletics for your child all year round.
The tasting table is provided by Town Square Furnishings in Boonville.
Hometown Roots Tasting Table. Casey Todd, I am so impressed. Your food is truly Southern.
Oh yeah.
Cooking with a twist.
Oh yeah, definitely. We've got a lot of love in it, that's for sure.
Going behind the scenes and seeing Casey work and the ingredients he uses and his ideas and his passion. It just really makes this a special place. You have a lot of appetizers.
Tons of appetizers.
This is one of them.
Yeah.
This is the pimento fritters.
Yep, the pimento cheese fritters have been a massive hit.
If you're a cheese lover, this is your dish. That is love.
Oh, that is, isn't it?
It's an explosion of cheese. It's just so good.
You get the flavors from all the fresh cheeses.
Mm-hmm.
The creaminess from the pimento cheese.
Yes.
But then the smokiness from the Gouda.
Oh, that Gouda really makes it. You're right.
And then the red pepper bacon marmalade, it just throws it over the top.
Yeah.
Literally, it's almost every single table that comes in orders an order of the pimento cheese fritters. They have been the talk of the tri-state, which is kind of crazy.
You have to have these when you come down here. The tasting spread was awesome, but it's not everything on the menu.
The tasting table, you know, we've got, what, 5 or 6 dishes? We've got over 30 to 40 dishes, all made from scratch, very unique dishes.
I actually want to keep coming back here and try every single thing on the menu because it's that good. It's that well done, that high quality, that much flavor. So another great dish,
Yeah.
Kentucky hot
Kentucky
brown.
hot brown.
Oh.
So once again, we made that one back in the kitchen.
Yes.
It's got that smoked turkey, also our country ham on there as well.
The Mornay sauce is out of this world. But the interesting twist is that ham. It just makes the saltiness come out, and it brings out the cheesy flavors, and it's scrumptious. This is done to perfection.
Yeah, so
Perfection.
It's actually kind of crazy. I speak a lot about my mentor, and one of my best friends, Dale Augenstein, he was literally taught me everything I know. His favorite dish to eat is the hot brown.
Huh.
And then I think we're gonna go next to shrimp and grits.
Yes.
But shrimp and grits was one of the recipes that we developed together, which was really kind of neat. So
we have cheese in the grits and cream, and that delicious ham gravy, tazo ham, and the spices that also go into the shrimp. It's delicious. Everything about your food just makes your eyes roll back in your head. You've really got a great knack.
yeah, I appreciate it. Like I said, we put a lot of, and I say love all the time, but it's truly love. We put a lot of love in
Yes.
every one of our dishes. Literally everything we make in-house, every single thing's made from scratch.
Mm-hmm. He says everything's made with love, and it's true. His passion, his heart, where he's been, what he loves to eat, he's making. Chicken's done perfectly. Oh,
We've got a lot of really good stuff on the menu. I can eat that 7 days a week.
Oh, me too.
Yep. I said it's been kind of my dream for my entire life is to own my own restaurant, you know, and so being back in my hometown and seeing it really such a huge success, it's something that's a truly overwhelming experience, and I wouldn't trade it for a thing.
And then, of course, you can't have hometown roots without having a little bit of meatloaf.
Yeah, the meatloaf is 2 to 1 our biggest seller on the entire
Is it
menu.
really?
Yeah. So we use it's a pork and beef blend.
Mhm.
So we use all local beef and pork. And so we actually use a whole muscle grind. So a whole muscle grind basically means it's a very lean grind.
Mm-hmm. Sauteed vegetables, cornbread, smoked Gouda, cheese, a host of other items. Goes into this meatloaf. And then he takes the whole loaf and puts it on the big green egg back there. And he smokes that delicious meatloaf.
We then take that, slice it, finish it off on this flat top grill so it adds a nice sear to it, a little crunch.
It's some of the best meatloaf I've ever eaten, along with the tangy barbecue sauce he puts on and the fried sweet potato chips. Oh. And then, of course, served with smashed potatoes.
Yep.
Yum.
Oh, yeah.
And then your greens.
Our sides are some of our favorite things on the menu, honestly. There's lots and lots of love that go into every one of our sides. All of them are made from scratch, nothing out of a can, nothing pre-made or anything like that.
You've got to try this food. Seriously, you'll love Hometown Roots. I guarantee it. Next, we're doing just desserts. Stay tuned.
In a world so digitally interconnected, everyone is vulnerable, and cybersecurity is a constant battle. You need to know who to trust with your classified information. When disposing of bank account numbers, employee data, confidential patient information, it's mission critical to make sure the devices containing these files are properly handled and completely destroyed. Contact C&I Electronics immediately to ensure your private data is no longer accessible by potential threats.
Of all the parts of your car, when it comes to safety, few are more important than your brakes. So trust them to AMCO. Because we don't just work on the most complicated part of your car, transmission.
We can fix and replace your brakes too. AA MCO.
The Ho Ho Holiday Countdown Sale is here at Town Square Furniture in Boonville. 50% off lamps and accessories. Save huge on reclining sofas, bar stools, bedding, and buy one get one free leather recliners. Town Square Furniture is your first stop shop. Buy a forever gift this holiday season at Greer's Flooring America. Granite countertops installed from $49 a square foot. Save hundreds on in-stock remnants. Purchase now and install after the holidays. Greer's Flooring America, North Green River Road, Evansville, where friends send friends.
Another bill from the accountant? What am I paying for? Bookkeeping, payroll for only 7 employees? Should it cost this much? I need a local company who knows my business and won't price gouge us.
It's time to call 4th Street Accounting Solutions.
Being connected in life is important to us, especially during these shareable moments. But adding that personal touch is what really brings us together. That's why we have 2 UPS store locations in the Evansville community to help make those connections quicker and easier. Our network of United Problem Solvers are just around the corner to assist with all of your printing, packaging, receiving, and shipping solutions. We know the value of a lasting connection, so come see what Brown can do for you here at your locally owned UPS store.
IBEW Local 16 is again a proud sponsor of Ritzy's Fantasy of Lights.
These faces, these kids, this is why IBEW Local 16 has such a heart for Ritzy's Fantasy of Lights. All the proceeds come right here to help us change lives for local kids and adults with disabilities. So please visit this year's display at Garvin Park. Everyone at the Easter Seals Rehabilitation Center thanks you and IBEW Local 16.
Just Desserts is brought to you by Caressel Heating and Air.
Just Desserts. Just Desserts. We're with Randy Green, owner of Amco, locally on Green River Road, the corner of Green River and Morgan. And you've been a great sponsor of Tasting the Tri-State. So glad you're here.
It's something I believe in.
Yeah, we're going to honor your mom today.
And I appreciate that.
Your mom makes the best bourbon balls ever. What's it start out with?
Makers.
Bourbon. Good bourbon, chopped pecans.
Yes.
So we do 6, 5, 5, 6, covering those.
I like the way you do that better than my mom. My mom actually measures this crap out, and I'm like,
No.
oh yeah.
No. These have been soaking overnight.
Okay.
And as you can see, it has absorbed a lot of the bourbon. And then we add 1 pound of powdered sugar.
Did you measure that?
No. Then a stick of butter. And we're just going to mix this together, and it turns into
So
delicious.
we chill it to make it nice and firm, and it balls.
That's right, but before we do that, I am going to get my chocolate ready to go. But instead of paraffin, which was really difficult to find, we're actually going to use Crisco. So we melted the chocolate, we got these formed, and now they go right into the chocolate very gently. And then the sweet thing about your mom's recipe is it says take a hairpin, which I think is darling. Thank you, Randy. Thanks for coming.
Cheers.
Thanks for sharing your mama's recipe. You're a great friend, great client. Cheers.
Here's pretty much her recipe.
Woo!